Good morning, students. We are with a new topic today, which is conversion of potential energy into kinetic energy. We all know that potential energy can be due to change in position or due to rest. Now, in this case, we will see with the help of few examples how can potential energy be converted into kinetic energy. First is falling of stone from height. If we take this stone at the height or at the maximum height at the point A, we find this body has only potential energy in it. No other energy associated with the body at point A. It has only one energy, that is potential energy. Now when this body is falling and comes to the position B, it still maintains some height. Due to this height, the body still has potential energy in it. But at the same time, since the body is falling, it also attains certain speed, certain velocity. That is, the body is in a moving condition. And we know that any body in a moving condition has kinetic energy in it. So this body will also have some kinetic energy. Or in other words, we can say that some part of potential energy is also converted into kinetic energy. So when a body reaches a point B, the body has potential energy and kinetic energy also. Now at point C, that is when the body finally reaches the ground, since no more height is there, there will be no potential energy in it. And the whole potential energy will be converted into only kinetic energy. So this point C will have kinetic energy in it. So here it is clear how potential energy at point A is finally converted into kinetic energy. This is first example. Second is wound up watch spring. You must have seen the spring inside the watch, and time to time we need to wind up the spring. So when we wound up the spring, then in that case we find the potential energy is stored in it. And slowly when this spring is released, it possesses kinetic energy, that is again this potential energy slowly converting into kinetic energy, and it is this kinetic energy that makes the hands of the clock to move. Then we have the stretched bow. You might have seen bow. When we stretch the bow or the string of the bow, due to the change in the shape, it will now store potential energy in it. And now when you release it, you find the arrow fixed in the bow straight away move in a straight direction. That is, suddenly the body moves, come into motion, and so it will now have kinetic energy in it. Here also potential energy is converted into kinetic energy. Then we have production of hydroelectricity. We all know that hydroelectricity is the electricity generated by water, and it is this water that is first kept at some height in a dam, from where water is allowed to fall slowly, where that potential energy is stored at that height slowly gets converted into kinetic energy. And it is this falling of water that when finally falls into the turbine, it makes the turbine to move, which also is converted into mechanical energy. So you can see here potential energy, while at the top the water has only potential energy, and when it starts falling it has kinetic energy, and during the course of its falling it is also striking the turbine, which makes the turbine to move, so it gains mechanical energy. And it is due to this movement of the turbine that we find electrical energy is produced. So this is called hydroelectricity. Now swinging pendulum. Pendulum, as you know, is a suspended string with a bob attached to one end of the string. So let us try to understand how in this simple pendulum potential energy is converted into kinetic energy with the help of a diagram. So here we have swinging pendulum. So pendulum, as you can see, has a string which is suspended with a rigid support and has got a bob attached to one end of the string. Now, when we take this pendulum to a point A, we can see this pendulum has now attained certain height from the ground. This we can consider this as the ground level, where you find when the pendulum reaches a point A, it maintains some height. And now because of this pendulum will have only potential energy. And you should also understand that when we bring this pendulum to position A, before it comes back, this pendulum will be in rest for fraction of second, due to which there will be no kinetic energy. Since the body stops there for fraction of second, has no motion, so there will be no kinetic energy and the body will have only potential energy due to this height. Now when it comes back and reaches this point, which is a ground level and there is no height maintained this time, but because it has only motion, so it will have only kinetic energy here. Now again when the body reaches to this point, say B, where it maintains a height h, so it will have potential energy and there will be no kinetic energy, because once again for a fraction of second the body will stop here before going to the main position. So at these two extreme positions, A and B, the body will have only potential energy in it, and when it goes to the main position at the ground level where there is no height at all, in that case it will have only kinetic energy. This way potential energy is continuously getting converted into kinetic energy in the case of pendulum. So we can stop here, and next day we will start conversion of one form of energy into another. Thank you.